Oh, just hugely, hugely. We'd heard so many horror stories about building, and but any time there was a bit of a hiccup or I'd walk in and see something that I wanted changed, they were just, nothing was a problem. They were really, really good. It's a sort of a partnership when you're building. I think we've learnt that you just work hand in hand with the builder, and you end up getting what you want if you've got a very good receptive builder, which we had. Oh, just that really, that you can discuss anything. You don't have to stick to the set plan of the house. I mean, obviously, roughly you do, but there have been so many changes that we made along the way, not just from our suggestions, but from the guys' suggestions as well. That, you know, like the decking, we were going to have paving stones, and well, I think it was Jethro, someone came up with the idea of this Quila decking, and then we went round and had a look at Ben's, because he had Quila, and yeah, just fell in love with it, so hence we got the Quila deckings round. The only hesitations we had nothing to do with Templeton construction. It was because we'd had a rough deal off another builder, and but we just didn't have any of those problems at all. Communication was really good. If Ben was busy and you couldn't get a hold of him, Gemma was always there. You emailed, text, you always got an answer back. No, it was really good. No hesitations at all. We've got a beautiful brand new house. It's how our lives changed. The benefits were exactly that, very friendly, open. If we saw something we weren't happy with, it wasn't just us saying, well, oh, how are we going to change this? You know, Ben, Paul, all the guys would come up with, you know, suggestions, and yeah, we just went with that. It was just a partnership really. When you look at it, like, you know, it was really good. Very, very good. Just repeating what I said, really. Just so open, so friendly, just full of suggestions. Nothing's a problem to change things. Like our ensuite on the plan was one way, and I went in and did this major panic one day because I didn't think there's going to be enough room, and Paul just turned around and says, no problem, we'll just turn the unit around this way, and we've got a huge ensuite now. It's really good. Nothing was a problem. They foresaw problems that could be problems, and we discussed it, and it was just fixed. It was just, highly recommend them. It was really good. No, I remember one particular night, Phil and I had been away, and we came back, and something had gone wrong that had nothing to do with the building, but something was the wrong colour, and I did this major meltdown, and I know it was in the evening. I think it was a Sunday night. It was about 8 or 9 or 7 or 8, somewhere around there, and I rang Ben, and everything's falling apart, rah, rah, rah. And first thing in the morning, he was around, and it was sorted. And as I say, the problem really had nothing to do with him, but he was just marvellous. They're just there. It's not just, they don't just put the nails in. They're there to support you right through a build. And it can be very stressful through a build, just with different things. But this team really work really well with you, and you're not, you know, it just alleviates the stresses and strains really.